It is a new day, a new week, and your mentality, your mindset will determine how far you're going to go this week. So wake up energized, believe, have positivity surrounding you, and then victory will be your way. Those are the words that usually lift up my spirit in any day or beginning of any day and a new week. That's what I believe in. And yes, plus a bit of prayer, then the Lord does wonders. Well, today we are going to be discussing issues of security, but focusing on the recruitment exercise of 10,000 local defense unit, or LDU personnel. Some now refer to them as LDPs, which is local defense personnel, but we'll use the word LDUs for our show this morning. And government, or the UPDF, is planning to have this force. We have about 25,000 local defense personnel in this country, that is countrywide. Kampala alone, we have about 7,000. And now with me in studios to discuss this is the spokesperson of the UPDF's first division, that is Major Charles Kabona. Charles, you're most welcome to our studios.
Thank you, the moderator. Good morning, our dear viewers. And I'm happy to be here today to discuss this crucial matter, which is very, very important for our country as far as strengthening security is concerned.
Well, to begin with, when we talk about LDUs, one wonders what is their mandate. Previously, we knew these are local defense personnel or units, simply as the name goes, that they're going to be in communities.
Yes,
you know, when you make an alarm, there may be 5, 10 patrolling, so they come to your rescue.
Yes.
But many times from then, stationed at police stations, they seem to be involved in everything. So what is their core mandate and purpose?
Thank you very much. Of course, local defense personnel, they fall under the UPDF fraternity, especially reserve forces. And their core or their cardinal role is to work with other security organs in this country, of course, in UPDF, and to work with the police to ensure that we strengthen security in our communities. We shall recruit them, take them, and bring them back to the communities and work with the police and work with the members of the public, because security, it is a collective effort and it is a public good. Therefore, we all need it. Everybody must make a humble contribution to ensure that our country, there is peace and tranquility. Therefore, the bit of this, they will be coming back to their communities, which they have vast knowledge about the area, the language, and the people. And we are sure and confident, because this is the first time to recruit local defense personnel. We have been doing it even in the past. We did it, you are aware, and they did a commendable job as far as strengthening security countrywide and even in the central region, where we had a lot of issues related to insecurity in the past. Therefore, we are sure and confident at this time, after we have passed out these local defense personnel, our security will be energized. Thank you.
One would wonder, why now? Is it because you're having security? Is it a routine, something you're doing? Because we know many of them are recruited in 2018, where we had a spell of killings here and there, more like you said, in central region. And among the 10 measures that His Excellency talked about, the CCTV cameras, was recruitment of the LDU. So why this time?
We have been carrying this exercise almost every year or after 2 years. And as you are aware, we can't say that the others we recruited in the past could really be deployed on every part or in every place in this country. Therefore, we need to strengthen, to increase numbers, to have a concentration of force on the ground, so that even as you are aware, the police force is not enough on the ground. There are some areas they don't have police posts, you are aware. Therefore, when these people come, with the support of the community, they come back to the villages. Therefore, we believe it will have a trickle-down effect on the ground.
Talking about trickle-down effect, Major Kabona, we know that previously LDUs used to be in communities. These were near to us.
Yes.
Like you said, they would go train, come back to the community, be within the community. They were the quickest alarm that one would go to. For example, now you're having issues in Masaka. If one made an alarm, would see them patrolling. But of late, they seem to be paraded at police posts, that even when you move in the village, you could hardly find these people patrolling. What is the modus of deployment? What changed? And is it really working in favor of the communities that later on give you these very LDUs?
Of course, the LDUs normally carry out joint operations. They work with the police closely. They work with the local authorities closely. And of course, the situation normally changes. Therefore, we have been deploying them and working closely with the police at the police posts. But the situation, it can change any time. There is no condition that is permanent in security. The circumstances on the ground will always determine our methods of work. Therefore, this time it may change basing on the threat on the ground. Yes.
Let's look at the recruitment exercise. We know it commenced on the 23rd of this very month and will end on the 16th of September. So whoever is willing, then that is the time. You must have ensured, actually, you must have submitted in your application letter handwritten by 27th. So far, what has been the response of Ugandans towards this?
So far, so good. We are so grateful. We have been receiving overwhelming numbers countrywide, because this is a national-wide recruitment exercise of local defense personnel. But we are doing it in phases, in phases. We started on 23rd, and the recruitment exercise is ending on 16 September. But as you are aware, the whole world in general, and Uganda in particular, it was affected by the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, the methods of recruitment this time is a bit different from the past methods we used. A case in point, in the past we could come to every district with our teams and recruit. But this time, that one also may pose a risk as far as the COVID-19 spread is concerned.
The gathering together.
Therefore, this time the UPDF authority deemed it fit that the interested candidates submit their applications to the Office of Local Defense, the Office of RDC, in every respective district. At the Office of RDC, we have the RDC there, who is the chairman of security in every district. We have a GISO, we have a DISO, and on top of that one, we have also added our UPDF past staff responsible for collecting these applications. And this first phase started on 23rd. It was supposed to be ending on 27th, but they had to add another day, up 28th, so that we don't leave anybody behind. So far, so good. The first phase of receiving applications ended on Saturday, last week on 28th August. Now, what's remaining, it's now the UPDF teams to come on the ground and collect these applications from every district and bring them to the headquarters, that's Mbuya, for vetting, for analyzing, to find out who are eligible candidates, who are suitable candidates for this mission. Therefore, from 2nd September, we are sure and confident that suitable candidates would have been identified, shortlisted, and their names brought back to the office of RDC where they applied before. Then they will be pinned, and some will be published, so that these candidates can come and find out if they were selected. If you find out that you were selected, you went through, that's the second phase now. You must find out on that notice board of RDC where is your recruitment center and on which date for your particular district. Because every district will have its date, every district will have its recruitment center countrywide. A case in point, Wakiso, Mpigi, Chiboga, Mitiana, they will be coming with 1st Division headquarters, that's Kachiri. But you will find that 3 districts will be coming on a particular day. That's why we are saying it's also very, very important to come before 7th and find out if you are selected, that's number 1, to find out where are you supposed to go. Because the interviews, countrywide, real interviews now, will be starting on 7th. Now, you might find your district is supposed to go to Kachiri on 7th. Unfortunately, you go there on 8th. Even if you went through, this time you would find your district has already done the interviews. And automatically, you would have knocked yourself out. Therefore, it's better to come a bit early before 7th and find out if you are selected, the date for the district to come for interviews. Now, then we shall start from 7th interviews, and by 16th, we shall be closing the exercise.
Okay, let's also understand. Many a times, UPDF, you've said these people come from communities.
Yes.
We come to communities for vetting. These are people you send us. how have you ensured that really the people that are coming, even before the vetting, because there's community involvement? Why is the community involvement in ensuring that these gallant sons that you're going to select from are people of good character, people of good conduct?
Thank you very much. Of course, foundation security, it begins from the grassroots. And every citizen has a role to play in ensuring there is peace and tranquility in the country. I'd like to shed more light on qualifications. We wanted somebody of 18 years of age up to 29 years. Yeah, he's supposed to be Ugandan with a national identity card. But there are those ones who haven't received national identity card, but they have forms that were given to them by NIDA. Therefore, they also had an opportunity to apply. Then this person must be medically fit, and we have to go a medical checkup by our UPDF team on the day of the interviews. Marital status is supposed to be single, no child, no children, no husband, no wife. Yes, marital status, you are supposed to be single with no child, no children, no husband, no wife. Because we want you, when you come for the training, to concentrate, not to be there on the training. Then after 1 week, they call you, the child is sick.
The husband is brought another.
Exactly. Then we are interested in those ones who have a minimum of senior 4 and above. And we are also interested in those ones who did artisan courses. Plumbers, drivers, carpenters, builders, to mention but a few who did artisan courses. We are interested in those ones who did science courses, civil engineers, electrical engineers, vocational related courses.
These are LDUs?
Yes, these are LDUs. We need an LDU.
Let me get you clear.
Yes, get me clear.
You're looking for someone who is single.
Yes.
Someone who already has something that they're earning from.
Yes.
To be part of serving at LDU level.
Yes. What's wrong with somebody who has got a master's degree to contribute to national security? Does it have any harm? Can't he be attacked because of his high land in the village? And why doesn't he contribute and make a humble contribution to the security of his country?
This brings me to, okay, you had an issue. We are driving to community involvement in selecting.
Exactly. Irrespective of the level of qualification you have, we believe you can make a humble contribution as far as ensuring security in your community. That's why we are saying the minimum qualification should be senior 4 and above. Secondly, as I told you, the training could have changed, the curriculum could have changed, and you have other course units that need somebody to be of a certain level.
Don't you think you're going to have then they will be overqualified for that job that you want them to perform, unless you're not, these are not going to be the LDUs we know of. They are being treated as LDUs but to perform other duties.
Of course, UPDF is a productive force. You are aware of that one. We are also involved in very many productive ventures. You are aware of that one. And when you join as a local defense personnel, you automatically falling under UPDF family. You have seen UPDF getting involved in very many productive ventures. Therefore, what's wrong with having engineers? You know, we have an engineering brigade in UPDF. We are involved in construction of roads, building of schools and hospitals. Therefore, we have hospitals whereby UPDF has played an instrumental role, especially when we experienced the COVID-19 pandemic. In hospitals, we had the UPDF doctors doing a commendable job. Therefore, when we are coming back to the community and we are telling you, give us doctors, give us medics, the UPDF leadership would have deemed it fit, and maybe they are seeing their contribution to the development of this country.
Let's look at issues of discipline within the local defense unit. Of late, we remember in the first wave of COVID, they had to be taken back for a refresher course. I'm reliably informed that this training is for 6 months. Will you have equipped them? Will we be able to reduce on issues of indiscipline sometimes within this particular reserve force, as you termed it?
Thank you very much. UPDF, one of its characters is professional in nature. And any professional course you undergo, even if you do medicine, even if you do teaching profession, you will always go back for refresher training. And the UPDF as a force, all its personnel always go for refresher courses. Of course, after this passing out, they can come back, go to the community and do work. But by the virtue they follow under UPDF family, which is professional in nature, which normally believes that we must equip our personnel with more knowledge and skills. At one time, they'll be picked and taken back for training schools to add on their skills, to add on their knowledge. And that one is really purely for improving service delivery in their communities.
We once had issues regarding payment of LDUs. I remember when by then Honorable Adolf Mwese James, so it went to Parliament to answer such queries. So we are having more on board. Already we have the 25,000. We are adding on another 10,000. How are we assured that we are going to have proper sustainability payment of these very personnel that once armed, of course we know, if they are not paid or paid on time, we could be having challenges?
First and foremost, when you join security organs, one of the most important things you must have at your fingertip is to know that you must be patriotic. Therefore, serving your country comes first, not going for money alone. Two, they are also catered for because they have got welfare needs. They are also paid. And there are departments in this government that are responsible to handle issues related to salaries. When time comes, they will be handled accordingly. But these people should have at the back of their mind that as they are joining the forces, money should come secondary, but contributing to security of their country. Because when there is insecurity in the country, in general, even you can't do business at all. You can't even have that money you are crying for. Therefore, but all in all, they are always catered for. They are paid salaries, and they plan for them, to make sure they have better future and better families. Yes, sir.
Of that, we are seeing many people joining the UPDF family. You talked about security. Salary should not be the priority, but service to nation. This increase, this yearning, this craving. I saw last time, the last recruitment exercise, people would even forge papers, just academic qualifications. People would come from one district knowing their quarterly intakes, but want to get this craving. Is it lack of employment? Is it craving to serve Ugandans? Or is it because the UPDF is now a desirable force?
As you know, some time back, UPDF was voted the most trusted institution in this country. And we are grateful to our founders, the Commander-in-Chief, our President, General Museveni, for having built a force that is pro-people, that is disciplined. Therefore, every member of the public in this country, he knows UPDF is a disciplined force. Unlike the past, in the past we had very many armies which were anti-people, which were involved in state-inspired killings. But this is a pro-people's army. We recruit from the people to come back and serve the people. When you retire, you go back to the community. Therefore, that's why we are emphasizing when you are coming for recruitment as a local defense personnel, the LC1 chairperson and the GISO must give you recommendation, letters, and you must have no criminal record. Therefore, that one means that as UPDF, we are putting emphasis on discipline, and discipline is our strongest weapon. Therefore, when you see these people coming, unlike the past, this time you find that even parents, they are coming with their children to join the forces. They stay there at the recruitment center. They are crying that you take our children. That means people have trust in UPDF. UPDF, what promised Ugandans when it came from the bush, when it was still NRA, it has managed to fulfill the promise.
Going back to recruitment, last time we had some regions complaining of imbalance in terms of numbers. How have you ensured we not have the likes of this? That's why some were coming from their own regions, coming to other regions, and then later being rejected by the recruitment officers.
As I told you from the start, that when you join as a local defense personnel, you will fall under reserve forces, and because reserve forces is one of the services of UPDF. Then UPDF, one of its characters, it's national in character. National in character in a sense that when we are even recruiting, we traverse the whole country. In every district, every person has an opportunity, so long as he has the credentials. Therefore, we don't recruit from a particular district or from a particular region, because UPDF is national in character. We have to move around the whole country. As we talk now, every district candidates submitted applications. Every district. Therefore, we shall have ambassadors from every district to come and be interviewed and later on be recruited and taken as a local defense personnel. But maybe I'd like to shed some light on the numbers. On the numbers, of course, in every district differ.
What is the criteria then?
The criteria, we are, some districts, as you are aware, are densely populated, some are sparsely populated. Therefore, the population of the district will automatically determine how many shall we get from that district. A case in point. You may find that Wakiso is densely populated. Then you find maybe Mbarara is sparsely populated. Therefore, there is a high likelihood of getting more local defense personnel from Wakiso than the one who shall get from Mbarara. Therefore, the population of that district will determine how many local defense personnel we shall get from that district. Yes.
Well, time is not so much on our side, but we are discussing that is the recruitment exercise that is ongoing. Remember, you must have submitted your application already. It commenced on the 23rd of this very month, and closure of getting applications in these were handwritten was on the 27th, but extended for 1 day. So now you have to ensure you follow what is next. But Afande, as we wind up this, we've always had allegations of corruption, bribery in this recruitment exercise. And Justice says at some point, selective recruitment. Now you're talking about the interviews that are going to be conducted. The applications will go to Mbuya. How transparent is this process?
We are very, very, very transparent. And we believe in individual merit. We believe that we should recruit people who are having necessary qualifications. And we don't believe in corruption as an institution, because corruption is part of subversive activities, which UPDF condemns. And I like to call upon the members of the public, but the beauty is that they have all submitted now. And I informed them before, when we got opportunity to use the media, that whoever could try to ask for any bribe at any level, they inform the police, local authorities, and even they inform the UPDF fraternity, because we don't tolerate corruption. We believe in a zero tolerance as far as corruption is concerned. Therefore, UPDF, we are transparent, and we are sure and confident we shall critically analyze applications, vet them very well, and get the suitable candidates. Of course, very many were called, but few are chosen. And we shall get the cream out of the best.
Well, I want to thank you so much. Let me just have in less than a minute your final remarks regarding this recruitment exercise and to Ugandans as well.
Thank you very much. I'd like to assure the members of the public that we shall have selected the best, take them, train them, and come back and support other organs as far as security is concerned. But also to inform the members of the public, as far as security is concerned, security is a common good, and everybody must make a humble contribution. They should not leave security to men and women in uniform, but we have to work together as a team to ensure our country is secure. And I'd like to thank the members of the public for having given us their children, and we are sure and confident that when these children come back to the public after training, they will have to make a great but a humble contribution as far as tightening security is concerned. Thank you very much.
I want to thank you, Major Charles Kabona, for finding time and having discussed with us the recruitment exercise of 10,000 LDUs that is ongoing and will return to ensure they promote peace in this area. Well, all we can say, many are called, few are chosen. We hope the best will return and they will really serve this nation. We want to thank all the gallant sons and daughters of this country in uniform. Thank you for the job well done. Keyword is, let's cooperate. Police cannot work, the army cannot work in isolation. Your input is very important in ensuring there is peace in your communities. Have a lovely day. I'll leave you with Ruben. He's here to take you through the world of sports, and I know he will not forget to mention about my team Arsenal, how we are doing, good from the bottom of the table. We are performing very well. Well, let me leave that to the expert in that field. Have a lovely day. God bless you. Stay safe. COVID is around.